I'm home. Today has been crazy busy. So I worked the morning shift, which was crazy busy. Had to drop off something at UPS. So I'm trying to get life insurance, okay? And apparently no one is wanting to release my medical record, so it's been a hassle getting that set up. So I had to go to UPS and drop off another form authorizing them to release my medical records. It's been a headache. Came home just in enough time to say goodbye to my husband as he left for work. I've been helping him. He started packing, but I've been helping him pack for Houston. The cat apparently wants to go with him. And then I called and verified his flight and hotel information, and the confirmation number for his hotel had changed from when we booked it. Apparently they were able to find it for a cheaper rate. So when I called to verify it and request a late checkout, they said that the reservation was canceled and he leaves in like 3 days. So we found the new confirmation number and got that all taken care of and requested the late checkout. Verified the airline. It was still good. Got him an assigned seat for both of those. Finished packing. There's just a few things that I might have to get at the store for him for his trip, like new laces for his dress shoes. Something else. I can't remember what it is. And I'm working on doing some laundry right now. I finished all of my schoolwork last night, with the exception of the extra credit paper, which is the personality test that I'm going to sit down and do right now. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. It's almost 3 o'clock. Typically I'm still at work right now, so it's interesting. I'll probably play some Sims or watch some TV, get caught up here on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been looking forward to this moment where I could say that I don't have anything to do as far as school or housework goes, but then the moment that is actually here, I kind of hate it because I don't know what to do. So that is pretty much my day so far. Tomorrow I don't work, but I do have school. No test. It's just going over a couple chapters. And then I'll probably do some shopping tomorrow for groceries and the last of what he needs. I wish people wouldn't speed down my street. And then he also needs to get, well, we're undecided, but he will probably have to get a hard guitar case because his music recital is coming up in a few weeks, and so he wants to take his guitar with him to practice while he's in Houston, but of course doesn't want that to get damaged. And so we were thinking about investing in a hard case, but he's still undecided on whether or not he wants to take it. So all right, I'm off to take a personality test. We'll see how it goes. So these are the results of my personality test. I am somewhat conventional. I tend to do things somewhat haphazardly. I am very organized. I don't think I'm very dependable though. I am relatively social and enjoy the company of others most of the time. I'm neither extremely forgiving nor irritable. I think my husband might disagree with that last part. You are a generally anxious person and tend to worry about things. Very true. Very true. All right, so I get to now write a paper. Attach a screenshot of the results, then type a 2-paragraph reaction addressing each of the 5 factors individually by stating your assessment results for that factor and explaining how these personality traits may affect you as a college student. Alrighty.
How beautiful.
Can I order pizza for dinner? Oh, Hobbs says yes.
Hobbs says yes.
I don't want to cook it. I'm tired of ham.
Okay.
I knew that I would be able to if it was pizza.
Yep.
I love you. Stuffed crust? All meat?
Yep.
How's your game?
Pretty good. Getting along. Trying to find stuff in this. Why can't I find... that's what I'm looking for.
The paper's done. I think it was 7 pages when I was finished. It's done. It's ready to be submitted on Thursday. I also did 2 just 1-page papers on, one was on happiness, like, how different cultures perceive what happiness is. And then the second one was on binge drinking and how it affects the brain. And those are for extra credit. Those are worth 10 points apiece. And so I felt pretty good about my paper, but I wanted to get some extra credit in just in case, because the paper's worth 30% of my grade. And so, you know, if I did something wrong or whatever. And what I'm nervous about is because it's a literature review, and the paper itself isn't necessarily about, so my topic was play therapy in patients with dissociative identity disorder. And so when it comes to that topic, you didn't necessarily have to, or you can't, because it's a literature review. You're not writing about the topic, you're writing about the research on the topic. And so I think I did it correctly, but there's a part of me that's nervous that I didn't. Everything else was correct as far as like how many sources I had and how many pages it was, and I had a, you know, the intro, the thesis, like everything else was the way that it was supposed to. But if the entire paper is not right, then none of that matters. So I wanted to do extra credit just in case I don't do well on that. And then of course I think I've got just 1 test left in that class. I'm nervous, of course, if I don't pass that last test. So, right now I have an A in that class. So, I feel pretty confident that I'm going to pass the class. Like, it's not an issue whether or not I pass. But I kind of want to get an A in it. So, yeah, I am going to go and shower. It is, I don't even know what time it is. It's like 1 something in the morning. I cleaned house a little bit this morning after brunch. We ordered pizza for dinner because I am kind of tired of Thanksgiving food already. And I cleaned up after dinner and finished my papers. Hi, baby. And so now I'm going to go shower and probably watch Dateline until I fall asleep. Tomorrow I work. We were supposed to get a big snowstorm early this morning, but we didn't get anything, so hopefully it stays away. And then Tuesday I have an appointment with my surgeon for my 2-year follow-up for my gastric sleeve surgery. I have class. I have an exam Tuesday night. Wednesday I work. Thursday I have class. Friday I work. And sometime this week I have to make sure that Joseph is all packed and ready to go to Houston, because Saturday he leaves for Houston for a week for a business trip. And so hopefully, aside from studying for the exams, my psychology teacher also hasn't released the homework for the last 3 chapters. We have like 2 weeks of class left, and I don't know if we just don't have homework on the last 3 chapters or what's going on, but I sent him an email tonight like, hey, when do we get access to this? Because I just want to finish it. I just want to be done. So aside from studying for tests, I think I'm all done with everything. And then, of course, the homework for those last 3 chapters. And so I'm looking forward to coming home from work and from class and not having anything to do aside from like housework. And I can like get caught up in shows and be lazy and play Sims. So that's the plan. Say good night. Good night.